How often do we wonder about the relationship between two things? For instance, how does an increase in temperature affect ice cream sales? Or how does the number of hours you study for an exam influence your score? Today, we delve into the world of simple linear regression, a statistical method that helps us answer these intriguing questions. First, let's understand what simple linear regression is. Picture two variables, one independent, which you can control, and the other dependent, which you want to predict or understand. In our ice cream example, the independent variable would be temperature, and the dependent variable would be ice cream sales. Simple linear regression provides us with a linear relationship between these two variables. The relationship is expressed in the form of an equation, y equals sine a plus bx, where y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable, a is the intercept, and b is the slope. The intercept a tells us the value of y when x is 0, and the slope b tells us how much y changes for every 1 unit change in x. To find the values of a and b, we use a method called least squares estimation. This technique minimizes the sum of the squares of the differences between the observed and predicted values of the dependent variable. In simpler terms, it finds the line that best fits the data points. Once we have our regression equation, we can make predictions. For example, using our ice cream sales equation, we could predict the sales on a day when the temperature is, say, 80 degrees. But how can we be sure of the accuracy of our predictions? That's where the coefficient of determination, or R², comes in. R² is a statistical measure that tells us the proportion of the variance in the dependent variable that is predictable from the independent variable. A higher R² indicates a better fit of the data. So to summarize, simple linear regression is a powerful tool that allows us to understand and predict relationships between two variables. It involves constructing a linear equation, y equals sine a plus bx, using the least squares estimation method. The accuracy of the predictions from this equation can be assessed using the R² measure. It's clear that simple linear regression opens up a world of possibilities, from predicting the sales of a product based on its price, to understanding how changes in climate can affect crop yields. So the next time you're curious about the relationship between two things, remember, there's probably a simple linear regression waiting to be discovered. And with that, we wrap up our exploration of simple linear regression. Stay curious, stay questioning, and keep exploring the fascinating world of data.